These are GM's rules to using your Chevy Bolt EV. Do not charge beyond 90% or Hilltop Reserve. Do not charge indoors. Do not leave your car charging unattended. Move your car outside immediately after charging. Do not drive below 70 miles. Do not park in public ramps. Do not park within 50 feet of other vehicles. In short, do not use your Bolt like a car.
Hey guys, this is Black Bolt. Hope everybody is doing well. In today's video, I am going to be talking about the buyback a little bit and provide you guys with an update. And then if you are new, on this channel we talk about the Chevy Bolt EV and electric cars in general. And I also like to talk about finances. So if those are topics that you're interested in, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel right now. And then so far guys, I have not had a very good update on the buyback process. So I received an email on September 3rd that my buyback was approved, and it's supposed to be a 10 business day process between when the buyback is approved to when you can turn your car in and get a check. Well, it has been 9 business days, I believe, and I also got a second email and a phone call on September 7th asking for an additional picture of the back of my title, which in Minnesota there's nothing on the back of the title, and I had included that in the original email anyway. But I got an email and phone call from the repurchase representative that I am working with, and I sent her that information. And so I have had radio silence since then. I asked for a follow-up on Monday and I got 0 response back. And up to this point, GM has been very responsive when it comes to this whole buyback process and making sure that we were getting treated well. And so since we've had radio silence, I'll just tell you guys the amount that I was told I would be getting back. And as of today, my car has 145,780 miles, and the amount that I was told I would be getting back is around $1,000. So basically everything that I originally paid for the car. So assuming that actually happens, that would be a really good deal, and that is the main reason that we are still considering the buyback. If we were getting less than that, in truth, with the way that the used car market is, I would not be able to replace this car with an EV if we got less than $20,000 for it. It's just not possible, unless you're replacing it with an EV that gets in the 80 to 90 mile range, which for a family is not really useful. Assuming that we get a buyback, we still haven't decided on what type of vehicle we would replace this with. I am leaning towards the Nissan Leaf because they have a very good safety record. They've only had one car catch on fire, and we're not even sure that was related to the battery. And this is since they released the Leaf in 2011. Other options would be something like a VW e-Golf with 125 mile range. And those are basically the only intermediate cars that would fit within our budget. There's some Ioniqs floating around Minnesota, but those are closer to $25,000, and quite frankly, I don't think they are worth anything resembling that amount of money. So, as of today, Thursday, this week another Chevy Bolt EV caught on fire, and GM is now advising Bolt owners that when you park in a public space, to keep your car outdoors, so not inside a parking ramp. So if you go to the hospital or something like that, you need to park outdoors or on the top floor where your car is not exposed to indoors, and 50 feet away from other cars, which is quite frankly ridiculous. With that recommendation, if you're going to be parking your car at a parking ramp 50 feet away from other vehicles, why would you want this car parked directly outside of your garage less than 50 feet away? So in my case, when I plug my car in at home, I've not been charging it to full because that would be silly, but there was one time that I did charge it all the way to full. And what I did was I had to leave my garage cracked open, and I stretched my cable out, and basically the way that it worked is the car just was able to get charged with basically my license plate bracket touching the closed garage door. So that's not a very good solution for us. If GM does not come through with the buyback like I was told they would, then obviously we would keep the car, and I would buy maybe an extension cord to be able to park it outside. I still don't think that's a very good option for winter in Minnesota, because we can get dumped on with a foot to 2 feet of snow on any given day, and I don't want to be outside at 6 a.m. shaving snow off a car. It's not what I signed up for when I bought this car. I would not have bought this car if I needed to park it outside of my garage in winter. So anyway, sorry for that little rant, and I'll post a link below. Johan has very good information on which extension cords you can use to be able to park your car farther from your house if you are not getting a buyback in the near future. And also, as of now, the GM factory that builds the Bolt EVs is shut down for another 3 weeks, I believe. They don't have batteries, so anybody who is still waiting to have your battery replaced, other car manufacturers, even Tesla, is not building new cars out to January or February for the Model 3. So I doubt that GM is going to have batteries for these cars until maybe next summer. But that's pure speculation on my part. And so basically, I'm just working on being content with things the way that they are. I am operating under the assumption that I am going to be driving my Bolt indefinitely. In theory, I should have a buyback offer and a dealership ready to take my car on Monday or Tuesday of next week. But with GM not communicating with me in any way, shape, or form for over a week now. Actually, they did communicate with me. I got a phone call this morning from somebody in the very first step of the buyback. This lady called me saying that my case had been reassigned to her, and she was calling to find out if anybody else from GM had talked to her, which is really strange, because this is the person who I would have talked to before my buyback was even approved. So it was like my case was back at the very beginning of the process. So I honestly don't know what's going on with General Motors, if they are just swamped and aren't able to handle things. But it's not leaving a very good impression with me. It's actually a little bit annoying, and I have a new baby, so I'm probably just generally irritated from a lack of sleep. But I am not impressed with the way things are going at the moment. So I'm just working on being content, operating like I'm going to be driving this Bolt EV indefinitely. I still like the car. If I don't sell it back to them, I'll still drive it to 200,000 miles like I was originally planning on doing. I feel like my car is pretty safe at this point, but you just never know with these things. That's my little update for today, and I will keep you guys posted on if I actually get a buyback offer from GM. I know which dealership that they were working with to buy back my car, so we'll see. So I'll keep you guys posted, and like and subscribe. And if you have completed the buyback process, please let me know down in the comments how long it took from when your buyback was approved to when you got a formal offer. And also, if you're comfortable sharing what your offer was relative to either MSRP, or if you bought your car used, what your offer was relative to the used price, and also which state you live in, because they are basing the pricing on lemon laws, and they are different depending on which state you live in. So anyway, hope everybody is doing well, and we'll talk next time. Have a great day.